The 2011 Gumpert Tornante Tourer by Touring. The German supercar maker, Gumpert, is adding a new two-seater Tourer model to their lineup, and has debuted at the 2011 Geneva Motor Show. The Tornante will be based on a new central engine chassis and V8-powered drivetrain, and will be designed by Touring Superleggera. This model will be setting a new standard for Gumpert as high-end engineering, sportiness, and elegance will come together to join the street-legal performance of the Apollo. The Touring-designed Tornante will feature composite body panels placed on a space frame and a carbon fiber monocoque. These elements will allow the Tornante to be much more spacious than the Apollo. Call us crazy, but it doesn't seem as if the exterior design for the Tornante is all that different from the Apollo. The biggest difference we can see is the open top on the concept, which led us to believe that the Gullwing doors would be eliminated from the overall design. However, Gumpert has been editing multiple parts of the design to incorporate even larger Gullwing doors than ever before. During product development stages, Gumpert wanted to utilize the expertise that Touring designers have been putting into their cars for many years. According to Gumpert, the synergies between the two companies led to a great relationship. Teams from the two companies discovered soon that they share the same respect for efficiency and essentiality. This team has been able to develop a new model for the limited Gumpert lineup and been able to use many parts from the Apollo at the same time. This does not mean that the two cars are the same in any respect, rather Gumpert knew that it had to change several key factors in the new model in order to expand their customer base and please the requests of Apollo owners. Most of these upgrades or changes have to do with creature comforts and drivability. Let's be honest, you're not going to be driving your Apollo to work every day, it's basically a race car for the street. Gumpert wanted to revise this aspect of the car and include more storage space and improve comfort, but not compromise performance. Update the 2nd of March 2011, this review has been updated with the Tornante Tourer's official specs, as well as some new images. More details on the Gumpert Tornante by Touring after the jump. Exterior. Touring Superleggera has been a part of many memorable cars throughout its history. Such brands as Ferrari, BMW and Alfa Romeo have all seen their models changed and tweaked by this company and thus become even more beautiful. Gumpert felt that they would be the best fit to design the body for the new Tornante, and Touring accepted the offer. Because customers wanted more space for the passengers, designers had the challenge of adjusting the chassis to fit. To incorporate larger doors, the lateral member of the chassis was lowered even further in that area. Giving the car a more upright look and feel from the interior is the work of raising the windshield and its A-pillar at a 2.5-degree angle. To make those classic Gullwing doors fit and work more effectively, the B-pillar was moved towards the rear by 100 mm. While making all these changes, it became clear that the overall height of the car was going to be higher than originally planned and in final form has reached 1,215 mm. The body was designed from a completely blank sheet of paper, even though it looks heavily influenced. By raising the windshield to a higher degree, the car has begun to look like some race cars of the past. Gumpert calls it a clear definition between the waistline and greenhouse. This gives the effect of a bubble on top of a svelte, powerful race car. By doing this, interior space and visibility is increased. Out back, the Tornante is all business with an industrial-sized air diffuser which helps the car to increase downforce significantly. Interior. All of the changes made to the exterior also translate into the interior and end up giving it more space than an Apollo could dream of. Overall volume on the inside has been increased 25%. Don't expect to find leather and Alcantara lines. Racing seats are the most technologically advanced GPS system in the world. The Gumpert is still a true performance car. However, the seats are fully adjustable, heated, and use 4-point seat belts. For added comfort, there is also supposedly sound and heat insulation material that has been incorporated into the floor and between the engine compartment. Until we can get inside one and open the throttle up, this sound insulation will remain a mystery. Nonetheless, it seems like they are attempting to make the car more habitable and have also included double-layer glass and an improved ventilation system. Keeping occupants safe will be the crash box system in the front end. These are used in Formula One and have kept many drivers involved in accidents alive. Basically, the front end will absorb the energy of a crash and disintegrate in the process. This system and the high-strength chrome-molybdenum steel space frame will provide added safety features over the Apollo. Performance. More aspects from the Apollo will flow into the engine bay of the Tornante and include the V8 biturbo engine. This engine starts life as an Audi block and then is completed by Gumpert to produce 700 horsepower at 6,500 revolutions per minute and 663.7 pound-feet of torque at 4,000 revolutions per minute. In a car that will only weigh 1,400 kilograms, this engine should be able to propel it to some very high speeds in very short times. Use of dry sump lubrication helps to lower the center of gravity for the engine and the car in general. Helping this engine translate power to the wheels will be an automatic 6-speed transmission. The twin-clutch setup will also be controlled by paddle shifters behind the steering wheel. It is capable of completing shifts in 40 milliseconds, giving it F1 levels of performance. The suspension system is similar to that of the Apollo, including its built-in design. The suspension can be finely tuned for optimal performance and translates all road condition to the double transverse control arm pushrods at the front and rear. A double wishbone setup helps the tires maintain contact with the pavement at all times and are also connected directly to the main frame of the vehicle. Pricing. Production of the new Tornante has yet to begin and pricing is unreleased as of the Geneva Motor Show. Competition. This car is being set below the Apollo in terms of performance, but that leaves a lot of room for competition. The car could be slated more towards the high-end sports cars from Ferrari and Lamborghini or compete in a different realm against the Corvette. Time will tell, and once the car is physically tested on a track we will be able to relay the figures and provide deeper analysis of competition. Love it increased comfort 700 horsepower V8 touring styling. Leave it not tested expensive still no luxury sports car.
If you liked this video, please share your thoughts in the comments below and don't forget to hit the subscribe button.